Hi, my name is Wang. I'm a PhD student from the University of Oxford. Today, I'll be presenting our work on protection or punishment relating the design space of parental control apps and perceptions about them to support parenting for online safety. Children has been going online a lot. A 2020 Ofcom report showed that 96% of UK children aged 5 to 15 are online, and more than half of 10-year-olds have their own smartphones or tablets. While the internet has become an essential enabler for children to learn, have fun, and grow, especially during the pandemic, there are, of course, significant risks associated with children going online, especially as they engage in new digital activities. Increasing concerns are discussed regarding excessive screen time, as well as more direct risks, including cyberbullying, inappropriate or harmful content. A report by Ofcom in 2019 showed that 79% of 12 to 15-year-old internet users claim that they have at least one potentially harmful experience online in the past 12 months, mainly in terms of offensive language, spam emails, unwelcome friend requests, and cyberbullying. Parents want to keep their children safe online. However, they're finding it more and more difficult to keep track of everything their children do online. In response to that, parental control apps, which are mobile apps that allow parents to monitor and restrict their children's activities online, are becoming increasingly adopted by parents as a means of safeguarding their children's online safety. However, this rapid adoption and increasing reliance on parental control apps has raised corresponding questions about their efficacy. Existing research have started to review some shortcomings of these apps. A study in 2017 derived a teen's online safety strategy frameworks, known as TOS, and conducted an analysis of features of 75 popular parental control apps for teenagers. A following-up analysis in 2018 of reviews on these apps by children found many reasons they disliked parental control apps, including the ways they overly restricted them and disenfranchised them of autonomy and privacy. These studies review there may be significant room to improve parental control apps, not just towards supporting more effective parental mediation, but ensuring that such measures do not introduce new harms or take away valuable opportunities. While previous research has categorized and taken inventory of key features of popular parental control apps, they have not systematically analyzed the ways such features were designed or realized in such apps, or in particular, how aspects of such designs might relate to parents and children's experiences with these apps. In this work, we investigate this gap, asking specifically, the first, how parental control apps support different parental mediation strategies through different designs of features. Second, how the designs of features may influence children's and parents' perceptions of them. To investigate these questions, we use two pipelines to analysis app feature designs and their app reviews. For the app feature analysis, we conducted analysis of 58 top Android parental control apps designed for the purpose of promoting children's online safety. This methodology was based on and extended the TOS framework. We started by replicating their method for data acquisition and then introduced a particular analysis about how each of the features was realized in the current apps. To relate these app features to perceived benefits and problems of users, we then analyzed 3,264 app reviews to identify references to aspects of each of the axes above, to understand children's and parents' reviews on how such dimensions related to their experience with these apps. When looking at how features are specifically realized, we identified that they fell into three dimensions of variation, starting with granularity, which refers to the level of control an app enables parents to do, or the level of information given to the parents. The coarser ones, such as designs that only allow parents to either disable all functions on their children's phone or to have no control at all. Feature designs of medium granularity offer a middle ground for parents to mediate their children's online activities without being too coarse or requires too much effort. Designs like these include control and monitor based on app website categories or age ratings, or control and monitor of context based on the parent pre-approved list. The other extreme along the granularity dimension is the feature designs that are highly granular. For these, we specifically refer to the designs that allow parents the freedom to configure apps, websites, videos on a per-item basis. So, what do parents and children think of these designs then? The courses ones are perceived negatively by parents, as many do respect the privacy of their children, and in fact, they don't necessarily want to know everything. On the other extreme, when given too much choices and configuration powers, many parents express confusion and disappointment regarding these designs. One common complaint was that they simply don't have the time to go through each settings one by one, and they don't have the time to review each app to see if it needs to be banned. The most favored designs are the ones in the middle, that is, the designs of medium granularity. Both parents and children regarded them as achieving a successful middle ground between protection and over-intrusion. The second dimension of feature designs we identified is feedback and transparency. The designs came in various details along their ability of supporting children to have sufficient feedback and transparency, this to allow them to learn and understand the screen rules, as well as learn more about their own activities online. For low feedback and transparency, we refer to the designs that support very little or no means for children to become acknowledged of these things. Typical designs include apps provides no indication about restrictions enforced on children's phone, leaving them with no idea of the things they could or could not do on their phones. On the other hand, feature designs that were of high feedback and transparency include designs that not only provide children with means of viewing and expecting the restriction policies, but also offer a clear explanation on why the screen rules were made and why accessing restricted content might be bad for them. Both children and parents, children in particular, expressed their dislike of feature designs that supported low feedback and transparency, which were sadly the most common feature designs. Rules without prior acknowledgement were sometimes presumed to be annoying by children, leaving them feeling insecure and not respected. On the other hand, both parents and children liked the designs of high feedback and transparency, saying that they make children feel safe and more productive. Many children also added that they loved the support given to them and that they were more confident and comfortable in making their own decisions online. The third dimension we identified was communication support, which refers to the different designs that support varied levels of communications between parents and children. When low, we refer to the designs that first offer none or very little means for children to negotiate screen rules with their parents, thus leaving them with the only choice to accept and to obey. Designs that were of high communication support mainly came in two ways. First, through features that encourage communications around the restriction and monitoring policies, and through coaching using discussion aids. These include designs such as apps enabling children to negotiate their rules with their parents, and apps providing explicit support that encourage parents and children to set screen rules together. Children have rather strong opinions on designs that offer little or no communication support. Several of the children's comments expressed confusion and questioned the role of these apps in keeping them safe. The perception that parents were not trusting them made children question the point of the use of these apps at all. In some cases, children regarded the use of these apps as purely for punishment. On the other hand, both parents and children have quite positive perceptions on designs that actively support the communication and negotiation between them, regarding these designs as support rather than enacts parenting. Based on our findings, we derived at least two approaches that more autonomy-supported parental control apps might be achieved. The first, by simply designing app features to fall along each of the three axes within our identified zone of best practice, designs perceived most positively by both parents and children. Second, to complement and pair restriction and monitoring features in an age and skills-appropriate manner. This includes gradually allowing children to move from the strictest monitoring and restriction features to gain more autonomy as they develop necessary skills associated with recognizing and mitigating online risks. Thank you for listening. For more details on our work, please go to our paper or email us for further discussion.